Thank you, Liviakis. That's right. Today, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shortened the isolation and quarantine time from 10 days down to 5 days. This, of course, is only for people who are no longer experiencing symptoms.
KRON 4's Dan Thorne spoke with the chair of the UCSF Department of Medicine for his take on the new recommendations.
Isolation and quarantine restrictions related to COVID-19 are cut by the CDC. For people infected with the virus or those who have come in close contact with someone who has been, the time has been shortened from 10 to 5 days.
I think the evidence is pretty clear that 10 days is overkill, that the vast majority of people, if they're completely asymptomatic, feel fine, by day 5, they're no longer shedding virus.
Dr. Bob Wachter is the chair of the UCSF Department of Medicine. He says it's important for people to keep in mind that the CDC recommendation is for people who are not experiencing symptoms. Information that may have been lost in Monday's announcement is that on days 6 through 10, those getting over the virus are being asked to continue to wear a good mask. Dr. Wachter believes the CDC may have considered this recommendation for only vaccinated people, but that decision may have been too complex.
All told, I think it's the right call, because I think if you say to people, you're out of commission for 10 days if you test positive, there are going to be so many people with COVID because of Omicron in the next few weeks and month or so.
Because Omicron appears to be milder than other variants and there's been a surge in cases, these new recommendations may help to curb issues at hospitals, on airlines, and other businesses trying to stay open. This move comes after the agency loosened rules last week for healthcare workers who tested positive. The stay-at-home time period was reduced from 10 days to 7 days if a worker tested negative and is not experiencing symptoms. Dr. Wachter's concern right now is not having enough information available on how long someone with Omicron stays infectious.
I think they're making an educated guess that people are not going to have a longer period of being infectious, but that is an educated guess, and if it turns out to be wrong, they may need to go backwards on this. But for now, I think it's a reasonable call.
The new CDC guidance is not a mandate, and suspending isolation and quarantine after 5 days does not come without risk. Health experts continue to ask people to wear face masks to cut down on the spread of infections. Reporting in Contra Costa County, Dan Thorne, KRON 4 News.
Now, even though the recent surge in cases has not led